have the whole hour with you, and maybe we'll do a part 2 another time.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. I'm kind of a busy. It's kind of a busy day.
No. I fully understand that, but I wanted my listeners to know that when I say goodbye to you, it was not my doing. I just that's all.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. There's so much I want to throw out here that for discussion, but I am curious. The right wing press has devoted more time to Anita Dunn than the mainstream press.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find it problematic that someone as high up as the communications director of an American administration says to young children that one of her 2 favorite political philosophers is Mao Zedong?
Now, see, you're catching me because I didn't even know this.
Okay, look, I have to say, that proves my point. That the left lives in a bubble, because that is a big issue, and it's to me, given that my field of study was communism at the Russian Institute at graduate school, and knowing what Mao did, 75 million is the generally accepted number of people he murdered. It is beyond shocking to me, and yet it's not even reported in the mainstream media. It was reported first by Glenn Beck, whom you dismiss, on Fox News, which you dismiss, but now you know why we listen to talk radio.
Yeah.
Why? Because we don't trust the mainstream press to give us the full news. The fact that you didn't know this is distressing to me.
And when did she say this?
She said this. It was a video. She said it in June to a class at I think a Presbyterian graduating high school class. Okay, and she said Mother Teresa and Mao Zedong are my 2 favorite. And then she went on to explain why she loved Mao's thought. I mean, we could play it for you, but we don't have the time. But now you mentioned, for example, what is it, Van Jones. Yeah. Well, I looked at the petition. I mean, it's basically that the government knew that there would be a 9/11 and didn't do anything about it.
On this one, I agree with you, and I wrote on my blog. I have a blog at the Guardian website, and I wrote on that Jones had to go.
But that's not what you wrote in your article in the New York Review of Books. It made it sound like it was a right-wing hounding of the guy.
Oh, he was like half a sentence in the New York Review piece, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it was more than a half sentence. It was a full sentence, but it doesn't matter. The implication was the guy was hounded out for just, suggesting that some members of the administration may have known something about it. It's much worse than that. I mean, so this is why I wanted to write the letter.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to leave you with this because we got to go. I just want to leave you with this, and really do have a part 2 with you when you have more time. And that is, I don't read left-wing blogs. I read mainstream left-wing stuff like the New York Review of Books. You should listen to good talk radio and read our good journals, whether it's the commentary or Crystal's magazine, the Weekly Standard. We both can find goofy stuff on blogs.
Right.
But we are, and I'll give you the last word. I am deathly afraid of, yes, my country being taken away, not by a black president. I was thrilled we had a black president, and I said it when he was elected.
Right.
It's being taken away by you on the left, white, black, yellow, brown, who wish to make a bigger government than was ever envisioned by the founders of my country in our view.
Mm-hmm. Boy, how much time do I have?
30 seconds.
Well, first of all, I'd be happy to come back and spend more time when I can. I mean, this is something we're never going to agree on because, I see government as having been a largely, certainly more benign and helpful presence in citizens' lives than not. And I believe that there are certain things that the private sector will not do of its own volition. It won't go out there and clean up lakes and clean up the air. Taxpayers can't do it themselves.
All right.
Can't do
You'll
it.
finish that on the part 2. Michael Tomasky, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.